Put your idiom IQ to the test. Discover 15 English idioms that might have slipped under your radar. Let's see how many you've got up your sleeve. Hello everyone, my name is Sarah and you're back at the WhyKnot Academy. Today, get ready for an idiom showdown. I've selected 15 idioms to put your knowledge to the test. Let's see how many of them you have come across and actually know their meaning. I will go through them one by one, explaining their meanings and, of course, giving you sample sentences, not one, but two, so that you know how to incorporate them into your daily expressions. Now, why bother with idioms, you ask? Well, it's not just about words. It's about embracing cultural nuances and expressions that will elevate your proficiency. I've actually made a few videos in the past exploring various idioms. Check out this playlist if you're interested. I promise it's a linguistic journey worth taking. Now, without further ado, let's jump on the bandwagon and go down the rabbit hole together. Number 1, go down the rabbit hole. Here you are, the first idiom, to go down the rabbit hole. This idiom originates from Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, where Alice follows a rabbit down a rabbit hole and enters a fantastical world. It's an adventure into the unknown. If you have seen that movie or read that novel, let me know. This idiom is often used when someone starts exploring a subject, an idea or a project, and ends up becoming engrossed and perhaps even lost in the details. So if you've ever started researching a topic on the internet and found yourself hours later still clicking on related links, then you've gone down the rabbit hole. It's a whimsical way to describe getting deeply involved in something unexpectedly. For example, many people find themselves going down the rabbit hole of social media, losing track of time in a sea of posts and videos. It started with a simple DIY project, but before I knew it, I had gone down the rabbit hole of home renovation. Number 2, steal someone's thunder. Imagine you've just delivered an impressive performance and people are applauding for you. Now, imagine someone else suddenly doing something attention-grabbing that overshadows your moment. That's like stealing someone's thunder. So if you've ever felt like your achievements were overshadowed by someone else's, you might say they stole your thunder. It's a vivid way to express feeling overlooked in a particular situation. A bit of a showing off energy. Mary had prepared an amazing presentation, but John unintentionally stole her thunder by announcing a major project on the same day. It's frustrating when your colleague always tries to steal your thunder during team meetings. Number 3, throw in the towel. This idiom originates from the sport of boxing, where a cornerman would throw a towel into the ring to signal that their boxer was quitting. It means to give up, to surrender, or to admit that one's been defeated. So if you're facing a challenging situation and you feel like you've reached your limit, you might decide to throw in the towel. It's a way of expressing that you're surrendering or admitting that continuing the struggle might be futile. It's not about actual towels, but rather a symbolic gesture indicating the end of an effort. Remember, throwing in the towel doesn't always mean weakness. Sometimes it's a pragmatic choice to preserve energy for future challenges. When faced with challenges, some people throw in the towel, but others persist. After hours of trying to fix the computer issue, I finally threw in the towel and called tech support. Sometimes knowing when to quit could also be a wise choice. Number 4, the whole 9 yards. Okay, let's break down this idiom. Imagine you are preparing for a big event and you want everything to be perfect. Decorations, food, music, you name it. The whole 9 yards is the full package, the complete deal. It means going all out and giving your absolute best and not holding anything back. Whether you're talking about a project or a celebration or any endeavor, if you're giving it the whole 9 yards, you're putting in maximum effort and leaving no stone unturned. It's like aiming for perfection and making sure every detail is covered. So when someone says they're going for the whole 9 yards, get ready for something impressive and comprehensive. When planning a surprise party, she went the whole 9 yards to make the event a success. I decided to go for the whole 9 yards and pursue a master's degree. Number 5, count your chickens before they hatch. Picture this. You have a basket full of eggs and you're already thinking about the fluffy chicks you have when they hatch. But hold on, before those chicks actually hatch, anything could happen. Maybe some eggs won't hatch at all. So, counting your chickens before they hatch, it's a cautionary phrase. It means not to make plans or celebrate success before it's certain to happen. It's a friendly reminder to be patient and not to get too carried away with your expectations until things are set in stone. Life can be unpredictable, and this idiom captures that idea perfectly. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Wait for the results before celebrating. I booked a vacation, optimistic about getting the promotion, but it turned out I was counting my chickens before they hatched. Unfortunately, I didn't get the promotion in the end. Oh, what a bummer. Number 6, jump on the bandwagon. So imagine you're at a party and everyone is talking about this fantastic new book they've read. Now, you haven't read it yet, but because everyone else is raving about it, you decide to read it too. That's jumping on the bandwagon. It's like joining a trend or popular activity because everyone else is doing it. So in life, when people start doing something and it becomes the in thing, jumping on the bandwagon, it's all about joining in and being part of the crowd. It's a fun and colorful way to describe how people follow what's trendy or popular at the moment. After the new fitness trend took off, everyone wanted to jump on the bandwagon and try it. It's tempting to jump on the bandwagon of the latest tech gadgets, but I prefer to wait and see. Number 7, through thick and thin. Imagine you have a friend who's been there for you during the good times and the challenging times. That's what through thick and thin it's all about. This idiom reflects unwavering support and loyalty, emphasizing that a person or a relationship stays strong and supportive regardless of the situation. It's like having someone by your side no matter what. So when you say you'll be there for someone through thick and thin, you're promising enduring support and companionship no matter what life throws your way. It's a beautiful expression of steadfast friendship or commitment. True friends stick with you through thick and thin, supporting you no matter what. Our team has been through thick and thin together, and that bond makes us stronger. Number 8, behind the 8-ball. Imagine a game of pool where the objective is to pop the balls into pockets. If the cue ball is behind the 8-ball, it's in a tough spot, making it challenging to take a clear shot. In everyday language, when someone says they're behind the 8-ball, it means they're facing a difficult situation or a disadvantage. It's like dealing with obstacles or challenges that make progress tough, similar to that tricky position of the cue ball in the pool. So if you find yourself behind the 8-ball, you're in a bit of a tough spot. But with determination and strategy, you can still navigate your way out of it. Being behind the 8-ball in a negotiation can make it challenging to secure favorable terms. I felt behind the 8-ball when I joined the project late, but I caught up quickly. Number 9, hit the hay. All right, let's talk about hitting the hay. Picture a cozy farm scene where hay is the soft bedding for animals. Now, in everyday language, when someone says they're going to hit the hay, it means they're going to bed or going to sleep. It's a casual and slightly old-fashioned way of saying goodnight. So after a long day's work, when you're ready to curl up and get some rest, you can say, I'm going to hit the hay. It's a simple and folksy expression that conveys the idea of heading to bed for a good night's sleep. After a long day of work, it's time to hit the hay and recharge for tomorrow. I usually hit the hay early to ensure a good night's sleep. Number 10, have your cake and eat it too. Imagine you have a delicious cake in front of you. You know those that looks really real and cute. The idiom, have your cake and eat it too, expresses the desire to both possess the cake and consume it. In a broader sense, it means wanting to enjoy the benefits of two conflicting choices without sacrificing either. However, the catch is that once you eat the cake, it's gone and you can't have it anymore. So in real life situations, the idiom suggests that sometimes we must make choices and accept the consequences, as we cannot always have everything exactly the way we want. It's a colorful way of highlighting the dilemma of wanting conflicting things simultaneously. It's challenging to have your cake and eat it too when managing work-life balance. I realized I couldn't have my cake and eat it too. I needed to prioritize my goals. Number 11, out of the woods. When you are in the woods, there might be obstacles, uncertainties, or threats. So when you are out of the woods, it means you've successfully navigated through difficulties and the troubles are behind you. It's like emerging from a dark, complex situation into a clearer and safer space. This expression is often used to describe someone who has overcome a problem or it's no longer facing a threat. So if you hear someone say they're finally out of the woods, it's a positive indication that they've moved past a tough situation. It felt like a relief when the project was completed successfully. We were finally out of the woods. We're not completely out of the woods yet, but the situation is improving. Number 12, break a leg. People who don't know this idiom might think it means something bad or hurting someone. But actually, in the world of theater and entertainment, this idiom is commonly used to wish someone good luck before a performance. Though I'm not sure where it came from, but it is believed that it started in the theater to avoid saying good luck, which was believed to bring bad luck. So this idiom became a way to wish the opposite and bring good luck instead. Break a leg in your audition tomorrow. I know you do great. The director came backstage and said, break a leg, before the play started. Number 13, straight from the horse's mouth. This idiom is believed to have originated from horse racing. The credibility and reliability of a horse's age, health, and condition were crucial for the people who bet on the horse. So to obtain accurate information, people would go directly to the source, such as the horse's owner or trainer, instead of relying on second-hand information. Now, over time, this idiom expanded to refer to information that is trustworthy and comes from any authoritative source. I heard the news straight from the horse's mouth. Our CEO is stepping down. It's always best to get information straight from the horse's mouth to avoid misunderstandings. Number 14, hold your horses. Hold your horses means to be patient or to wait. It's often used to advise someone to calm down, no rush, or avoid acting impulsively. This phrase derives from the image of a person trying to hold back a team of horses until they're ready to move forward. We use it to encourage restraints and thoughtful consideration before proceeding with a plan or action. Before making a decision, it's crucial to hold your horses and gather all the necessary information. My excitement got the better of me. I needed someone to tell me to hold my horses before committing. Last but not least, number 15, jump out of the frying pan into the fire. This idiom paints a vivid picture of going from a difficult situation to an even worse one. Imagine you're in a tough spot, represented by a hot frying pan, and instead of finding relief, you end up in a situation symbolized by a blazing fire, which is obviously not an improvement. So when someone uses this idiom, it means they've moved from a bad or challenging situation to one that's even more problematic. It's a colorful way to describe the unfortunate experience of trading one set of difficulties for another. Remember, it's not about actual jumping or frying pans. It's about emphasizing the escalation of problems. So be cautious not to jump out of a frying pan into the fire in any of your real life decision making. Have you ever experienced something similar? Share your stories in the comment. Changing jobs hastily without proper research can sometimes feel like jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. I thought quitting my job would solve my problems, but it felt like jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. So, did you nail all those idioms, or did some leave you scratching your head? Share with me how many idioms you got right. I'm curious. Which idiom threw you for a loop? Was there one that you thought you had in the bag but ended up fumbling? You thought you knew, but actually didn't. Now, I have a little homework for you. Try using one of these idioms in a sentence and drop it in the comment section to share with me. Don't forget to hit the like button if you find this video helpful and subscribe for more English lessons. Until next time, this is Sarah Membry. Thanks for tuning in.